Do we really need to be talking about them? Aren't they just insects too, just like any other? No, they give us honey. Okay, so what else is special about them? That is exactly what you're gonna know from this video. The vast majority of plants we need for food rely on pollination, especially by bees. From cashews, apples, mangoes, avocado, coriander, cucumber, apricot to sweet and sour cherries, plum, almonds, peach, pear, raspberry and blackberries depend on bees. Bees also pollinate around 80% of wildflowers. Honeybees are perfectly adapted to pollinate, helping plants grow, breed and produce food. They do this by transferring pollen between flowering plants. They have sticky bodies that help them get the pollens, which are called anther, the male part of a flower. Bees then transfer the pollens to the stigma, which is the female part of the flower. Bees and plants follow mutualism. They help each other. The plant gives honey to the bee and in return the bees pollinate the flowers. It is estimated that 1/3 of our global food supply is pollinated by bees. So if bees go extinct, then there's a high chance that more than half of the human population dies. We will still survive, but the food will be less nutritious and might lead to nutritional deficiencies that would cause further health problems. Also, the foods like jams and sauce, which are made from fruits and tomatoes, will no longer be produced. Just imagine a world without most of the fruits and veggies. Every type of food industry would be hit hard. Even some plants grown to feed livestock for meat production, such as clover, depend at least partly on bee pollination. Some cattle may not get enough plants to eat, hence milk and meat production will indirectly be affected. Also, since plants are not able to reproduce, the number of plants on earth will reduce and the oxygen levels along with it. We need bees because they're perfect pollinators. It is estimated that more than 90% of the leading global crop types are visited by bees. Bees are not the world's only pollinators though. Flies, wasps, moths, beetles, bats, lizards and even some birds. Most of you would have seen a hummingbird take honey from a flower. They all pollinate, but they only visit flowers enough to feed themselves. Because bees gather pollen to stock their nests, bees are generally the most effective pollinators since they visit many more flowers and carry more pollen with them. Many farmers rely on a diversity of bees to pollinate their produce. For example, commercial apple growers benefit from the pollination by red mason bees. There are more than 20,000 different species of honeybees on earth, and some of them are going extinct. Want to know the reason? It's obviously humans. By cutting down trees and other plants, we reduce the area for flowering plants to grow, which in turn reduces the surface area for bees to collect honey. Air pollution also causes problems to bees. Air pollutants interact with scent molecules released by plants, which bees need to locate food. The mixed signals interfere with the bees' ability to forage, making them slower and less effective at pollination. This would lead to less pollination and less production of fruits and vegetables, which will indirectly affect humans and cattle by depriving them of their food. All of these are fine, I get it. But what can I do, is what you're probably thinking. We can't do anything major, but you too can, as a person, can contribute to saving bees by making some lifestyle changes. Yes, it is that simple. Consider opting for organic varieties of food since they are grown using natural manure instead of fertilizers and pesticides, which is one of the cause for death of honeybees. These pesticides poison the bees. Next, how can you reduce air pollution? You can't make a big change in this area, but hey, small drops make an ocean, isn't it? Save electricity. Since coal is burned to make most of the electricity that we use, by saving electricity, we can reduce emissions of harmful gases. And finally, have a small garden on your roof or grow your own vegetables. This could be a hobby too. This would help bees whether you know it or not, and you'll be indirectly saving the world.